abuse, verbal abuse, whatever it could be.
Yeah.
We all have our stuff that we go through. What makes us the outlier to come out and be different than what our past tells us? Because statistically, there we go.
For the win.
Statistically proven, Lyndsay and I mean this, aren't even really supposed to be here right now because of what our past dictates. Simple as that.
Sure.
You know, my therapist literally told me, and I'm sharing this with you because I'm very open at this point. This is the last thing I'm going to say real quick about my therapist, because then I'm going to have to start charging you people.
Seriously. We're going to put PayPal on our website, okay?
He told me, he said, I'm surprised that you didn't end up a serial killer. And I looked at him like, what are you talking about? I'm surprised that you're not one of those guys that's on the roof right now shooting everybody.
Wow, that makes me feel really good sitting across from him. People, what do you think?
No, and I had the same reaction. I said, "What, me? I would never. What are you talking about?" And he said, "Because statistically proven, your past dictates you're going to be one of those people in a very verbally abusive, family. Father left the picture. No friends up until college. Mm-hmm. You have really nobody. You were there. You didn't talk to your family much about the issues you had. You matched kind of the description, and yet here you are. Give yourself some freaking credit. And I think we as humankind, we're just way too hard on ourselves. I know I am. Oh God, yeah, for sure. And we just have to love ourselves. And I'm not trying to get, again, rainbows and unicorns, even though I own a unicorn shirt. But you know what purple. I mean. And it's purple. But grind, get your stuff together. Mm-hmm. And the world doesn't owe you anything. No. At all. Mm-mm. And you have to find out how you're going to heal from your traumas, because the world isn't going to help you unless it's a therapist. Then the world is going to help you. I mean, at this point, I think it's possible that Johnny Boy and I are going to have to become therapists, like legitimately, and then we'll have a second show, which might not be as funny, or it will be more funny. It'll be almost therapy podcast. Almost therapy punny podcast, because everything would be a big pun. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, no, and I agree with you. I think that, we both have grown. I mean, I've watched you and I both grow together and separately over this past year. And there are a lot of things that I have seen about myself and learned about myself that I have learned from you. That's made me stronger. And I hope it's the same on your side as well. I'm not putting you on the spot to, pat me on the back. I got to see a box of male sex toys. Here we go. A few weeks ago. I'm trying to have a nice moment with this guy. Do you see what I have to put up with here? You can't deny it. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. No, in fact, that's actually karaoke guy's fault. It's really not mine. Still, the fact that I got to see some of these. Anyway, point is, no, I agree. One takeaway that I've learned, especially from all this, is just one has to be open to everybody. Yeah. Especially in this day and age. And that's for me. So here we go, guys. If your heart is broken, we got you. Our hearts are broken as well. And we want to hear from you because we do. Because listen, we can't be the only ones. We can't, and also we cannot beat ourselves up about. We're not perfect. Yes. We're not perfect. And I thank God, because can you imagine if all of us were perfect? For starters, it would be a robot world or something. It would be super weird. I like that I'm flawed. I don't like that some of my flaws affect my ability to sleep at night, and you know what I mean? Some of that stuff that's really, really good about me is also really, really bad about me. Like I said last episode, in fact, my dad, he always has said, your strongest points about you, Linz, are your weakest points. And that's something that I'm really trying to work on to at least balance that out. Because honestly, even for you, your issues or your increments in your life have always come to help you to get where you want it to go. Sure. Yeah, and I take a lot of fucking risks. I do. A lot. And I know that I do. And a lot of it backfires. But I would rather have taken the risk than not taken the risk. And that's it. Honestly, you talk about your pain, you relate your pain to persevering in your career. 100%. Because if you're going to persevere that way, hell, I'm going to persevere in this way as well. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of my friends is like, I don't even know how you do this. I would have offed myself a long time ago. I don't know how you push through like you do. And I'm like, the alternative
alternative is absolutely going down to the tallest building downtown Los Angeles and jumping off. So oh geez, wow. I just hit the mic like big time. I literally have had a couple moments where I have actually considered it because my pain is so bad. And so I've had to come back and go, okay, that was scary and we're not going to let that happen again. And so, here we are. Heartbreak, no heartbreak. We don't want to break your hearts by ending this episode. I know. It's sad when we have to say goodbye, but we will be back next week. So we definitely want to hear from you guys, as always, about your outrageous stories on sex. I mean, you can send us whatever it is that you'd like to. I'm not even going to throw out the no dick pics anymore. You know what? That's putting bad karma in the world. You send us what you'd like to, and we will decide whether we want to look at it or not.
Sure.
I won't let Johnny Boy see it if I don't feel like it's appropriate, because I'm kind of his screener. We have to keep him innocent as much as possible, guys. Help me. But you can...
No, help you.
Oh my God.
Me, please.
Yes, you can reach us to dipshits at Talk to Us at Almost Bear Podcast.
Yeah, and always, please don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, follow us, and share us on all your social media platforms. Most importantly, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yes, absolutely. We love Insta like more than anything, so please go there. More than anything. And I am Lyndsay Heartbroken Soprano.
Yes, and I'm John Ramirez here.
And this has been
You're Almost Bear
Podcast.
Aye!
You can't take my line, bitch!
Because I knew you were going to do it.
I will break your heart.